Well, last night we stayed at the Drovers Inn, very old-fashioned pub, very, very nice though. Great beer, great fish and chips. There was even live music, it being a Friday. The only downside was we had to stay across the road in what I can only describe as a porter cabin. It was the smallest room we've had so far on this trip. But apart from that, it was absolutely fantastic evening. The Drovers Inn, Saturday morning. Drop our luggage off around the corner. Got about a 12-mile walk today. Yep, round there. And that shed thing there in front of you, where all the wheels are going. Right, day 4. Left the pub. Left our luggage to be collected.
4 more days to go, haven't we, after this?
What, 4 more days of walking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time fly when you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah. You will enjoy it one day. You'll think back and enjoy it. Well, you're on celluloid, so I can quote you on this at a later stage.
Well, I'm never going to go on a walking holiday again.
Yeah. Here we are. Got a hill of about 300 feet to go up over the period of the next 3 hours. The sun's gone behind the mountain at the moment. Well, it's not high enough yet, so I've had to put the coat on. A little bit cold. It's about 9 o'clock, the sun's come out. Done over a mile. Half doesn't seem too bad. If it stays like this, it'd be nice. Got about 11 miles to go. So the A82 down there. So we're not far from civilization. Probably be a supermarket this place, so we can get some supplies. No doubt a famous waterfall from somewhere. Well, here we are, back in the middle of nowhere still. A few rocks and boulders to contend with. Had a bridge just now with hardly any steps on it, so you had to climb up to get onto the bridge, which was fun. To our left we got a river flowing. To the right we got various streams coming that feed in the river. We're going to carry on along here for a little while. And we're going to come to a disused railway track, which is going to lead us into a forest. Not sure what happens after that. Well, this bit looks like it could be fun, going up there. Oh well, here we go. I've not seen very often. Wild haggis. Come up a fair old height. Red and white helicopter going above us, whatever that means. Hopefully some poor sausage hasn't come a cropper. Nearly 4 miles into it. I do wonder if we're doing something wrong, because there's a chap who's behind us who's about half a mile behind us now. He's in his running shoes, shorts, and clearly going a lot faster than we are. I'm on my long trousers, my big old boots. Perhaps I'm doing something wrong, but never mind. On in. We just walked up the biggest hill out of mankind, and we've still got a long way to go yet. Struth. About 4.5 miles into our trip of 12 miles. Apart from the hills, it's quite easy. Middle of nowhere. Apart from the main A82 going through the middle of it. And a railway line. And a few tourists. And you know her. Right, we're nearly 5 miles into it now. We've recovered from walking up the hill. We're now back on the old military road, as they call it. I suspect it's probably a military road in about 300 BC, because it's a bit messy, but never mind. At least it's reasonably stable, which is good. So we're cracking on with some miles here now, and the plan is that we keep going along here. In the distance I can see a forest, which is, they say, is where it ends. It's not too high up to get to, albeit we've got a couple of little hills to come, but nothing of any great note. So hopefully we will crack on and make some good headway and then get in the pub. Yay! If we're heading north going to the Highlands and we seem to be going uphill every day, why do we not start at Fort William? There'd be downhill all the way, be a few ups as well, but be down as well, so it might have been easier. Must be a reason they don't do it. Talking of beautiful scenery, looking at the sheep over there, we just spoke to a lady who came and sat next to us, and she had a blister or a callus building on her foot, and she'd got some sheep's hair and put it on like a plaster, if you like, under on her sock, inside her sock, and it's got lanolin and something else in it, and apparently it takes away the infection and brings it all down a bit. So there you go. So you have a blister or a callus, get some sheep wool, put it on the affected area, hold it on there with a plaster or something, or a sock, and apparently you'll be doing high kicks again. Over 2 hours, or walking for 2 hours with a few stops, of course. We've done 6 miles, that's half the distance, so we're going quite well here. It helps having this nice pathway to walk along. A lot different to yesterday when we was clambering over rocks and all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. That wall's got to have been there a few years, hasn't it? Got all the moss growing on it. Found an ecosystem in there probably. Luncheon is served. What's I have today? A salted caramel bar, protein crisps, butter, peanut butter, cheese and onion crisps, biscuits. Gosh. The choice is endless. Oh yeah, run a bit faster, come on, faster.
Less talking.
Well, they're chopping all the trees down here. We were like across the way earlier. Not much left there, is there? Up there in the distance is our path that we've got to walk. The viewpoint here. Down there you'll see all the green posts. That's where they've planted the new trees to grow, and then presumably 20 years time they chop them all down again. Well, someone's been very busy here. Someone's been very busy. More trees gone. You can see all the logs down there and road to take them away. So they do replant the trees again, which is good. Just noticed in the distance there, not you'll be able to see as the trees are come through quite well at the moment. Lots of trees been chopped down still. Been walking now for about half a mile. The whole forest has just been chopped. Just seen a sign back there, Ewich Forest. E-W-I-C-H, I think it was, forest. This is what I thought the last bit was going to be like. Well, it would have been if they hadn't chopped the trees down, I suppose. Carry on down here for a couple of miles. Come to the motorway, or the road. Cross the road, little detour, come back again, back underneath. And then we're almost in wherever we're going. You know what? I can't even remember where we're going today. Tyndrum. Tyndrum. I don't know what drum means. Everything seems to be drum something or the other in Scotland. I did ask Les the other day what it meant, but he didn't know. Well, we appear to be at the bottom now, some sort of valley. It looks a bit better the other side, but we shall see in a minute. Nice little river. Still with that sort of dirty brown colour. Presumably all the peat or whatever from the river and dirt. Almost 8 miles done. Relatively cool here. As all the sun's being blocked out by the trees, which is nice. Nothing much happens around here by the looks of it. We've been in this forest now for about 2.5–3 miles, and everywhere you look they're still chopping them down and they're still planting them. You get in there.
We went to Kinlarret, got a stamp. Gonna get the rest of the
Pool party in a minute. Yep, crack on.
oh, yeah.
We're about 3.5 miles from Tyndrum. We're now leaving the forest. Lots of stones, lots of rubble, everything here, where they've been churning everything up. Old bridge here we're going under. Then I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit easier underfoot. How old is that bridge there? Got to be hundreds of years old, isn't it? It's going to be there for hundreds more years as well, I would have thought. About 3.5 miles from Tyndrum. We come down off the mountain now. There's the busy A82, which we've got to cross over in a minute. That should be fun. Well, this is a pleasant surprise, isn't it, to what we just had. So we've just come across that road there, A82. We go inland for about half a mile or so, in a big circle, and come out further down, it would seem. Tyndrum massage, yeah. Something like the River Fillan or something. Big wide one, isn't it? Bit windy, I'm about to lose my hat, I think. So I'm going to have to go across again over the A82. Now taking the path to Tyndrum Lodges. Very old bridge there in front of us. Gosh. There we are then, the final 1.5 miles into Tyndrum, or where we're staying anyway. Shut in front, it's going to take a long time getting in there. Well, after a battle many moons ago, Robert the Bruce came up here and threw his swords, and all his men threw their swords into that loch or lake. But they're not sure that actually did happen, and it just went somewhere else, but they searched it anyway, couldn't find any swords. It's a bit of an old wives' tale. So there we are, on our way to where are we going? What's the name of the place? Pardon?
Tyndrum.
That's Tyndrum, that's it. Got about a mile and a bit to go. Still got about a mile to go. Anybody that was with us, we've lost. We'll just keep plodding along. Get there sooner or later. Well, I just had a chat with one of the locals, and it's quite interesting really. It seems all these tufts that you can see there, they're all over the place. They're really haggis. They're haggis being made really. Like most animals are born in a womb, haggis is born underneath these. And so there's I mean, the amount of haggis is here, and they apparently get born at night, so they can wander around unseen until obviously they're caught and eaten, which is a great bit of information really. Talking of haggis running around at night, I remember one night when I was up here years ago, we were walking just around here somewhere, and there was a wild boar running through the bushes. Apparently you don't want to meet a wild boar while he or she is running through the bushes, because they'll have you. Well, then try and knock you over anyway. But they're scared of us, so hopefully we won't have to worry about that. Be surprised if we do see any wild boar. But if you see me suddenly running, you know what's happened. This is it. Tyndrum Lodges up there somewhere. Told over the bridge and turn left, or they're on the left. So I think it's this grey building we're looking at here, up here. Cheeky 12 miles done today.